Well, welcome back everybody. It's another beautiful day in the shop. So I was going to show you this water pump here. This is a brand new water pump. Put it on just before Freiburg Fair because the other one was junk. Now they had this Unbreako bolt in it. Grade A, good quality bolt. You know, it come out of China, but they did use good hardware in it. And it will go in by that pulley just barely. But the problem is, once it's down in here, you can't get a boxed end around it. So I elected to go get an Allen head cap screw. Now I'm still going to probably have to grind one of these off. I may not have to, I'm not sure. I may have to grind one just a little bit to get it to where I can turn it good. But I got a lot better chance to getting stuff tight. When I took this off the tractor, I don't know why it wasn't leaking, because I couldn't get it tight. You couldn't get a wrench in there. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and change that out, reassemble it. That's the old gasket, which I actually could reuse, but no sense to if you got a brand new one in the kit. So I'm going to actually put some high tack on this. And yeah, we'll put the two halves together. I'll be back in a little bit. And I didn't mention it, but you got to have this bolt in before you put the bottom half on. Because, well, I can show you here. I got to go get the stand. Well, I'm not even going to put the gasket on right now because I'm just going to try to show you here how this works. So that right there is how it goes together. And as you can see, once you put this long space on there, it will not come out. So you've got to make sure that you put this together in the right order. When you put your gasket on here, I'm going to put it on here first and then just tip it all up and slap it together. As you can see, I got a gasket on there. Put the high tack to it. Come on, slide through there. There we go. Yeah, I'm just finishing putting a couple of studs in. I'm going to put them all in here tonight. And just something to do in the evening. I use 2 fine thread knots to put these studs in. I just wanted to happen to mention, you know, I always like to oil them, the threads, when I put them in. But don't put any oil in the pockets. These are blind holes. And you can hydraulic these and crack them. And there's probably a lot of people out there saying there ain't no way. Well, I can tell you right out of high school, first year when I was rebuilding engines, I don't remember what it was for an engine, but I hydraulicked one of the studs and I cracked the block. And we had to do some pegging and repairing. The owner was real nice about it. He understood, but I had to apologize. So just wanted you to be aware of that. You know, just put it on the threads. Don't go crazy with it. I do think that you should put oil on all these, because especially these ones out here on the outside, they're out to the weather. That's why they got paint on them, and the water will run down. It's kind of nice if you start out with some oil, but don't put it in the pocket. Just put some on the threads and down in they go. Earlier I did put the hydraulic pump back on. I didn't film any of it. It's just 2 bolts, you know. I did have to take the gear off it though. The gear was coming loose. So, but I was trying to get some stuff done. Anyway, yeah, I'm just picking on that tonight. Gonna put the studs in, probably call it a night. I'm just running a die over both ends, 1/2 inch 13 on the other end. So, anyway, I'm just doing one at a time, and I am filing up where they came out real dry. So, some of these got pretty good, squish marks there. So I filed them off a little bit. Anyway, she's going to be just like new. I did check on my bearings. The place I ordered the bearings for the mains through, they are no longer available through them. I says, well, when are they going to make some more? He said, as far as they know, they're not gonna. They're only making standard, 2 under, and 10 under. I says, well, I have already ground it to 20 under. And he said, let me call some people down in Georgia that are still making, he thinks, 20 under bearings. So he called them up, and they had a set of them. But like he said they're real proud of them. And I says, well, what do they want? He says, $100 for a set, plus shipping. And I kind of had to swallow my pride. I says, well, you know, you got $1,500 sitting here. What the hell's another 100, right? I mean, it is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. So anyway, they should be here next Tuesday or Wednesday. The bearing from Steiner has already been shipped. That's supposed to come, I think, Tuesday. So we should be in pretty good shape about next Wednesday. We should be able to finish putting this thing together and get it back into the tractor. But till then, I'm going to do just little stuff. Yeah, I got to do the governor stuff. Supposed to come Wednesday, I think. All that stuff. So anyway, I cleaned today for about 5 hours. Just threw stuff away, gathered all my tools. You know, I had so many tools out I couldn't even find a wrench. And I found every wrench that I was missing. So I did good. I did a lot of looking, a lot of washing, a lot of cleaning. Other than that, it's a pretty boring day. But anyway, I'm not going to film any of this stud stuff. It's just generic stuff. Hope everybody's having a great day and keep safe. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. The best way I've always found to put these in, I have chased them. Chased the threads on both ends. I do put oil on them, but I only put it on the bolt, or stud rather, put it on the stud. Don't put it in the hole. When I was young, I hydrauliced a block and I cracked a block. Didn't ruin the block, but we had to repair it. And, you know, it's just one of those things. So, anyway, that's the easiest way to put a stud in. Wipe up the oil on the bottom. Call that one a done deal. Yeah. And half of these nuts, they're the ones that were inside, they got no rust on them. These two here that had no rust, they're actually in the head. I dropped them by mistake in the head. So I got to get them out later when I do the head. I got two more here, and then I'll put these ones here on. They're over in the wash sink. But once I get that done, I just put this on. I had a son of a gun of a time. I actually did some swearing, so it's a good thing I weren't filming it. That O-ring, quad ring, whatever you want to call it, it's a square one. It was a son of a gun. It was actually acted like it was about 3/4 of an inch too long. And yeah, it was the one here, down in the base here. Guess I didn't have the camera right, but yeah, I put this on earlier and I had a son of a gun. I was over a half hour getting this O-ring in. And I got a lot of patience, but I tend to get a little bitter here when I can't get stuff to go right. So anyway, I got it in off camera. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys.